Okay, today's class we just finished the projects we're working on. Who did their who looked at who drew that ERD? Who drew it? Nobody draw. That's how we are going to explain this stuff. We're going to make it easier for us to explain. So far, what we were able to do, we were able to create database. So that was part of the assignment. That was part of the project. They said you should first and foremost create the database, create the table system database, structure the database very well so that in the future when anybody wants to put information, they have a centralized store for information. That was the first part that we were given. And so far, we've done that part. In our time frame, that's supposed to take us 2 weeks. So normally this kind of task takes 3 or 4 weeks. If you look at the time frame of that project brief, it will take us 3 weeks, but you have to time. But this is we have to finish it because I've already done it. Thank you. When you start work, you start. Fell in your bag.
The objective of the project. If we create it, can we just repeat this from our maybe like just like
If it's an example, this is an example project. You can also input your own random data. But in actuality, they will give you, there will be like somewhere. Sometimes it might be an Excel sheet they are using before, and they want to move everything to SQL. Sometimes it might be they were using notes to capture these various information about the customer, the product they have, the orders they taken so far. So all those different sources, they are now going to put them in one SQL server. But since they are assignment, we use your find this information. They are most of the time. Unless it's your own company and you're starting from scratch, you just create the structure for future use. Yeah, you know, over.
Yes, go back. No.
So, we have a class on Christmas Day.
That's what?
The class on Christmas Day will be analyzing why chicken is better than turkey for Christmas celebration. We analyze chicken and turkey.
Who has the class?
You don't analyze chicken and turkey. Guys, we analyze it now. We analyze it from mouth and spoon. Our mouth is the analysis tool. So I think our class ends on 20 of 22.
Not this month.
Next month. We are traveling. I think that's the week of test exam. Check now. It's a week before Christmas, that's when the class ends. Let's go. Let me just check. Yes. Yes, that's the project week. Yes. That's the last. Okay, 19 is the last day. Yes, that's the last day. I think it's the last Thursday of this. That's the last day. Bring up the brief back. So officially we are done with the first part of our project, which was to develop the database. Now we are in the analysis part. And in the analysis part, we're told to focus on, let's see if it's here. Okay. Look for the analysis. We're told to focus on the sales volume, do revenue analysis, customer insight, and the sales rep performance. Those are the 4 key areas we're told to focus on: the revenue analysis, customer insight, and sales rep performance. Those were the areas we have to focus. And in order for us to actually focus on this area, we need to go back to our database we designed. And our database we designed, we separated all of these into their own separate table, right? We separated each of these concern, like customer has its own table, your sales representative information, staff information, it has its own table. Your under the analysis, revenue analysis, right? It's under the orders, and the orders have under orders you have your in-store products, categories, order items, and so on and so forth. So all of these have their table where volume trend, which is also inside of your orders and the orders item table. So let's go back to. So in order to get this information, we have to now do what? Join this table, pick out what we need inside of this table. We have to pick it out. That's why we're using our join to get this information we need. Let me bring up the. So on our table, we're interested in one of the first we're interested in is the sales volume. Right? And sales volume usually have to do with the numbers of items bought. And that information you can see it's inside of the other item. So you have to get information from other items. Also, you will need the order dates. Because if you want to track trends, that means sales over time. You have to do the dates. So we're getting this from the order date from the orders table. We'll get the, we'll go and get the, so under the orders table, you need this quantity to show the numbers of items bought. That's what we're interested in. On the staff table, we need the staff name, right? And their first name and their last name. Then for the store, we also need the store name. So we'll be joining all this table. That's why you can see our foreign keys. And for the staff, you see, this is too slow. But if you see, you can see other staff ID here. Okay? So we'll connect this staff ID to this staff ID here. That's how we are going to join these two tables together. And then when we join the two together, we'll not get just the staff name, but we want to do the staff that sold each of these items. Same thing with the other ID. You have the other ID here, other ID here. Join them together, we'll get the quantity to know the numbers of items that were bought. Store, the only thing we need the store is the location of the store, which is state, as well as the store name. For customer, we need customer name and state. So we'll take from customer. Then the state category at the bottom and brand. But for the brand and the category, all we need is just the brand and the category is only connected to the other ID. So connect the other ID to the each of them. This is okay. You see, when we are joining, we are only joining on tables that are connected to each other. So we have to join the other ID to customer together. We want for customer, the orders to store, orders to staff, orders to other item. Take what we need from each of those tables. We just want to focus our analysis based on the objective that we're giving. Then we have our products. For the product now, we need the product name so that we know the product that does the most, that is most, that has the most revenue. So we connect the other items to the products using the, I think there's other ID in the product, so there should be an other ID somewhere. Okay, there's product ID in the other items table. There's also product ID here. So connect these two using the product ID. But this is primary key, this is foreign key. I can connect these two tables together. So under this table, I need the product name. So I'll take the product name from this product and the listing price. That's how I'm going to know the price for each of these items that was bought. And we also need, from the product, we need the category and the brand. Because we want to also calculate the revenue based on brand, revenue based on categories too. So we join the product to the category table. Then under this table, we collect the category name. The under brand will collect the brand name. So what we are using in this project mainly join. That's how we are going to construct our table. So let me ask you a question. I talked about it before. I've implemented it multiple times. So if we know we are going to join this table at the end of the day, why did we now separate them when we're creating it?
To explain better.
To explain better. It's kind of not the main reason, but to make it to simplify everything, that's the reason, but not the main reason. So that reason. Not necessarily that. So the main reason why we separate table, like I said, is to make it easier to understand. The other reason is to remove redundancy, right? So redundancy simply means repeating the same word multiple times. Like if everything was in one place, you can see one order. Maybe you order an iPhone. She orders an iPhone. I'll be able to write that iPhone, product name iPhone, multiple times. But if it's just the ID takes less storage. So your database at the end of the day will take less size and will be faster. So imagine I have millions and 1 billion rows, for example, and each of those rows taking, you are using text. No text takes more space. To make a database to be big, bloated, and very, very slow for analyzing. So this process just allows the database to be faster. So if I'm interested in just the product, I just target that and it's faster for me. My process of getting information from database becomes faster. There's no redundant information in my database. By breaking them into separate places, I can quickly get information from the database. So if it was just in one place like that, every query, you might see a query taking you like 4 minutes to just query one thing, right? It's another way of optimizing your database. When you are designing database, to have it to be fast. That if anybody wants to take information from you, it will be faster. That's the main reason why we break database. Another reason, like you said, is to make it look, what's the thing you said this time? To make it simpler. Imagine you have a database with like 20 columns scrolling. It's tiresome, yeah. You have to spread everything related to a particular use case. Let's say customer, you put it in one table. Everything to order, you put it in one table. That's the second reason to break our database into your own separate table, then connect them together. Find a way to connect each of these things together. The only way to connect tables together is using what problem do you have? Just put those for the correct tables, then and the other table, your employee details table. That's why you are getting a row. So you get that. So we said we needed 4 types of information: the customer information, the orders information, the sales volume, then customer revenue analysis, then staff performance. So we have to go into our database. So what I will do now, I'll make this like a class work. I'll be explaining it, you'll be typing it. So we'll do that between now and 11, so 30 minutes. I'll be explaining it, you'll be typing it. So what we are interested in now, I'll be explaining it, you'll be typing. So open your laptop, create a new page. new query page like this. Sure. I'm not typing.
So it should be
Carry
like a query.
laptop. Think all laptop. Where's your flash? Your flash. Try and be carrying your flash so that please. One day you so much difference. Okay, so the first thing we're interested in was to get the order information, right? The other information what we needed there was the order ID and the order date. So now, the first table we look at is the orders table because the orders table is what connects those other tables together, right? From the diagram we drew. So you are going to say select. Then after you select, go to a new line. That's it makes sense. It'll be like my own. Go to a new line. Then from the orders table, you need the order ID, comma. Then you also need the order date. Yes, from the order table. See other table? Yeah, there's another table here. Let me open my bike store. Make sure you're inside bike store. Make sure you're inside your bike store database. Where's my mouse? Make sure you are in your bike store database. See the diagram. You should know where everything should be. So we are getting the first thing from your orders. So you're going to say select the order ID, comma, and also you are getting the order date. Have you typed it? Bike store. How many bike stores did you create? Create 2. You create 3 bike stores. Why not? Open them, see the one that have this information. That's the one you use. Open the table inside the bike store. Look for the one that have this information. Select this column, order ID column. Selecting from order ID. Okay, the column is order ID. So there's a dash between the order and the ID. That's how it is also in the diagram.
My own initial.
Then go down. So where we are selecting this order ID from is from the orders table. So go to the next line. Move from the orders. That's the table name. Okay. Orders.
Run it, let's see. If it's still red, that means you are not in your back store. Close this objective and check your back store.
Okay, put sales dot orders first. Let's see if that will fix it.
From the table name.
Put the schema first. By sales, orders and sales, right? So put the schema name, then put the table name. So we have. Does it work? Should work.
dot as a schema. Look at the way it is set up.
Others.
Others.
Others, right? Not others.
Others.
So yours is just working.
Imagine.
Where's your bike? And everything's inside the bike. Still, see your form. Okay, yeah, is this comma? Okay, now go back to your order ID, right? And put your comma, now you can put your comma. From the order, from this order table, we need two things: the order ID and the order dates. To get those two, then order dates start. Okay, order. Order ID and order dates. Run it, and you will get your order ID and order dates. Okay, so that's what we need from the orders table.
Yes.
Those are the two things we need from the order table. Now we need to join the order table to the customer table, but we need some other information from the customer table, which is the customer name and the customer location. Okay. Now go down to where does your join come? Your join is normally after your what? If I want to join the table together, how do I do it? Not already. And this is from your database. Are you in the correct database? It's correct.
Check the tables. Check the tables with them. Not just to have it as a table. Open table. Not open table.
So you have to go and
Export.
create. You know that the script we used the last time. Yes, you create a table. Fill in the you load the data. From that is this kind of you go to 09 projects or the data reports. Open your SQL folder. Step. Open the SQL folder that I sent to you. Okay, so we need to join our order table to our customer table. Now, type join those two tables. Let me see what you do. Let me see if type. Okay, you are waiting for.
I didn't know.
Type.
What are you doing for now?
You are joining your sales orders table to your sales customer table. You are joining this table to this table. You want to join the table, but you want to extract the customer name. But you can reach inside there. Yes, you are joining.
I join.
You already have orders, so you are joining to the customer. So this normally if you type join on the zone like this, what is the type of join we have? Amaka? Type of join we have? Woman. Fine now.
At this point, that
We have been like already after
let's join.
left join, right join, cross join. There's one that join, I'm getting that full join, okay? This the join you are doing now, if you just type join on the zone like that, the dinner join you are doing.
Okay. You know what is right?
The dinner join you are doing. So the syntax, you need to join to
What's the choice?
right is what like you are speaking English and you are saying
But you say it's English. So you understand English.
you understand his own English. It's his own language, it's language, it's own language. He has the way to control his language. I'm speaking English, I'm adding small Igbo inside. That's what you are doing now. You are speaking his language, but you are adding small of your own language inside. So to do your join is join. Once you type your, let's say you are joining from sales.orders, join sales.customer. You now say on, right? On simply means which columns are common between those two tables. What columns are common between the customer table and the order table? tables that are common between those two are your customer ID and the customer ID the other table, customer ID the customer table. Let me just let's see if I can show you the diagram. See it here. So the diagram is very handy when you are doing this join. It makes you to see it. So they say seeing is believing. But when we get to Python, we should use our mind to see.
No.
Use your mind
I'll
to
use
see.
my eyes, not my
You cannot
mind.
use your eyes for Excel and Excel self. BI2.
Sounds like one of my lecturers.
Use your mind.
Advertising, say, read with your mind and not with your eye.
Yes, no. And you have to use your mind. Your mind's high. You are looking for eye, your mind up high. Use your mind's high. Use your mind's high in Python. Just, I'll break it down to you, Sean, so that. And the good thing about the tool we are using for Python, that Jonathan notebook, it gives you visuals, so it's a little bit more friendlier than normal plain Python. Plain Python, you write before you see anything. This thing is so fast. This thing is so slow. I don't know why. Jesus Christ. Let me move this for you. If you pay attention to this thing is not even moving. This is not going to move. I wanted to show you the connection between this and this, but this thing is not, it's not moving at all. Let me move here, let me see if it moves here. Okay, I think you can see it a little bit here. You can see it, you can see your customer ID here and your customer ID here. So that's what you are joining on. Now type. After you do your join, you say on, you say customer ID, then this brings me back to Helios, right? Now we have two tables, two columns that have the same name, two separate tables. Customer ID, right? We need to differentiate it somehow, okay? We need to differentiate it somehow. And the only way to differentiate it is to give each of the table your own unique name. Before you refer to the column, like the customer ID inside of each of the table, first say, okay, this customer ID is of this table, and this customer ID is from this table. So let me show you how to type it. So this is how you do it. Okay. Now, give this one a unique name. As unique name, then give it O-R-O-P. You can either use as or just give it space and just type it in. Same thing, works the same. In SQL Server, if you are using MySQL, SQL only collects it like this. Then Postgres uses only this one. SQL Server uses either one. But I like this as it makes more sense. Now you say on, you are joining on the order ID, the customer ID inside of the order table. So the order table right? So you are first pointing to this order table. First. Is equal to now, since I've joined customer, once you do this now, you basically join your customer table to your other table. Those two are now and it's in the column inside of others and the column inside of the customer now together like this. Now I can now select the columns I need to show from those two tables now once. So what I need inside of my customer table are first name, last name. That's what I need inside of this table. Nobody tags. What you what's the error? What's the error? What did it tell you?
Correct syntax near the word, the two word join.
I'm mixing the English to English. This guy doesn't understand.
Okay, space.
Okay.
Space.
The space is not the issue. You don't run it. You don't run it. It's the former error that you are still looking at. So the error. So you are going to now that these two tables is now joined together like they are the same table, you are now going to select this first name, last name from the customer table. Go back to your select. Where those names are. You are not creating a new select. It's still the same place. Now you join these two tables together and now one. So I can now select from the customer table. I need the first name, the last name. Yeah. So we want the first name column and the last name column. What we want to do is to join those two results together. First name, which function did I use that time? I have first name, I have last name. But I want to join them together as they're coming out. The full name. Which function do you use? Join two texts together. It's the same function in Excel. Eh? You are not doing select when you don't select to get access to it. When you have this select, right, for this, only this table, now I've joined this one to this one. So basically, let's assume that this, everything here now is one table. The customer ID wants to do this together. We join this table. Now we are now able to select from this customer table. So that's the table is the column one page. You are going to first have issue here. Want to know why? There's first name here, right? There's a create the first name here. So this will clash. And when you have two that are going to clash, what do? You use this nickname again to create the first. When you get this into a nickname. So if you have two things that are going to clash, if you have two columns that are going to clash, you have to now use nickname for you put it down below. Although this column is for this table. This table run this parent name, your son name, and then I'm going to child of John. Let's say first name and last name. So you are going to concatenate the first name to the last name. I know when you are concatenating, if you don't give space, right, to come the two together, that's what concatenation does. You have two things, two words, you come them together, that's concatenating. So if you want a space to be between them, you have to put an empty string space inside of it, in between the first word, the first name and the last name. So that's space. X, but it's just space. You are joining the first name with the space, and you're not joining the last name. So that last name, now you have to put the nickname you get to the table there before you put that last name. This last name is from which table? What's the nickname to put on the table? The child of that course belongs to that course. That's it. That's it. Okay, so we've gotten what we needed from here. Now, when I run this function of concatenate, that column is going to be not going to have a name, right? If I run them, that column is going to have a name. So we have to give it a name and it to be full name or customer name. Only customer name. That's it. So as well from the customer table, we need the states. I think we'll be using this one. The customer table, we need the states and the city. So just add your states and your city. Collins, have you done that? Okay, so now, have you typed that? Add these two things, the state and the city. We should get those two by now. Then as well, the only reason I didn't tell you to put this ORD before your order ID, which is part of your order table, is because there's only one order ID. But because of future purposes, in case you are doing it on your own, just put this before you. Mary, you know why this is there? This nickname for this table is sales order table. Why did we put it here? Look at it. This table, we gave it another name. Sales order as. I didn't put the as. I've explained this before. You can either use as. You know when you are giving something a nickname, use as. Or you can also go without the as to still say it. It's also it's not the what? This is a query now. But I didn't put the as here. Right, it's still the same. Let me just put the as. Just assume there's as here. Simply means this table nickname is this ORD. Right? So why do we not put priority before we put this other ID? Because it's almost correct. So that we know that this other ID is from this table. Because there's other ID in some other table, right? We want to know that this other ID that we are pointing to is from this sales order table. That's what we are going to put it before that. So put yours like this, this first thing now we are putting this CUS, which is a nickname for the customer table. Simply means that this first thing is from this customer table. And if you notice that you see we are doing it a lot here. This. We'll get all of this. We know which table this one is, which table this one is, this one is. And the next we are going to do, we are going to get the sales volume, which is one of the things we're interested in. The sales volume. I'm going to know the sales volume, so I'll analysis on sales volume and revenue. Right? So to get the sales volume is simply the total sales for each order. Right? Each item in the order, what is the sales? Let's say I order article, I order like 5 items. What's the general quantity in I order that once? That's the sales volume. The total quantity of each of the orders. Let's say I order 10 iPhones, that's the total quantity of that particular order. Order 10 chargers, that's the total quantity of each of the orders. So to get this sales volume, simply grouping our table by order ID, and summing all the table, all the quantity of orders, right, for each of those order ID. That means on order ID 1, someone order like 10 iPhones, on this same one there is 10 iPhones, 20 chargers, and so on and so forth. So what this does, by grouping by order ID, you are going to take all the order IDs as one, count all their respective quantities, group into one. That's the sales volume for that particular order. That's what we are going to do.
What's the name of this IT?
IT.
Inside of it.
The IT. Get to it. So let me show you where the IT came from. So, in order to get this quantity was inside of each table, order items. Quantity inside order items. So now I have to join. I've joined to order to customer. Now I have to join those tables, those order and customer. But I told you at the beginning of join that we can join more than one table together. I don't need to just join 2 tables and do that. I will have to want to. So I'm not going to join those my order and my customer. I'm not going to join my other items to those 2. In order for us to be able to access this quantity. But tell my other item, you see quantity. I seen it. So I have to join these 2 tables together. Then I'll be able to access this column. All the values inside of this column, I'll be able to access it. So on your laptop, you join. After you've done this, join. Let me go to my own system. So after you've done this, you join your sales order to your sales customer. Join on customer. Now you're now going to join your sales order item to this one you've already joined before. We are now adding another table. I'm not joining another table today. Already existing table you joined. You join 2 tables together, they are now 1 table. You're now going to join your other item to those 2 tables again. That's what you are doing. I want this common between this 2 table and this other item table. This is your other item. You are going to join those tables to your and like you asked, why did you give me this? Why is that IT? It's just a nickname for this others item. orders inside of the order item, order items. And once you've done this, now you have to group by. You know how to do sum, right? So remember, you have to do sum. You have to do the group by. You have to add this function. You have to do it. So you now go down.
It is in my own discretion if I don't want to.
Why is
I
that?
will tell you if I want to send me flower. I will.
Now group by the order item.
Because it is not for people have
Once you group by order item. Now, you see why I told you that you have to specify which table the order ID is coming from. Right? You're not saying that this one, I'm having order ID inside of my order item, order table. So it's not, it doesn't know which one to pick from. So you have to specify, okay, this order is coming from the order ID table. So we give them the data. This order date is coming from. And generally, just specify where each rule is coming from. If you are doing it, just what is if I'm doing group by, right? Can you see what's here? If you are doing group by, group by order ID, right? The only thing I can put here in this select should be that will not have the aggregate function like sum max, will be only order ID. Every other column I'm going to put inside the system select, you have to be the aggregate function, which is sum, max, mean, average, and so on and so forth. So if I want to group by this, I have to, and I want this to just stay as this. That means if I want to do this group by, and I don't want that error to come up, I will have to group by all of this column that I read. Everything that I've typed so far, I have to group by this. Unless I want to do aggregate of each of these columns except for this. Just copy everything.
I see. I don't know.
Just press just anyway, what I'm interested in grouping and doing the aggregate function on was the quantity. Let's go back and do those quantity. So you go back to your select statement after your customer city, and you do sum of all quantities, sum open bracket ITE dot quantity as your customer city, customer dot city, and CE dot city. After that, now we want to get the sales volume. It says sales volume is sum of quantities. So do sum open bracket inside of it put item dot quantity. For the city, do sum after the city. Then to get the revenue simply will be the quantity times the price of each of the items. That will be the revenue. So let's say someone bought 10 iPhones and the price of one iPhone is 1,000 naira. So 10 iPhone will be 10 times 1,000. That will be the revenue generated from those 10 iPhones, those products. That's what we do. So sum brackets for the revenue now. Sum for the what sales volume. For the what the sum. The quantities now. What's inside of your other items? Yes. But quantity. If you're able to import your data. No, you're not. Have you opened that for that? To create the table. This, we are creating this, we are not importing we are creating the table. So we are not doing the Excel method. So when you're class, what we are doing now, you remember creating a table. Now we are basically creating a table. We have already written it down. We are creating a table. When you run it, create the table. If you leave it like this, it's going to be column. So give it a name, call it sales volume. Tables are there, I mean. Now, open that. There's another file in that place called load data at the end of it. Yes, open that one. And this one, you run it as well. So this one is simply inserting each of the rows into each of those tables. You can skim through it just to look at it. This one. I told you that the reason we are using this is that because we needed this gotten the sales volume. So to get the revenue, gotten sales volume, just copy this in again. And instead of just quantity, I have to do quantity times this price, that is quantity times price. As zero, because there's an error. times list price. If you check it, say list price. LIST dash underscore NFEIARIP. Then that would be your revenue. So this is what you are going to get. This is what you are going to get once you type that. So now the next thing you want is the product information, which should be your product name, customer name, category name, and brand name. And all of these are inside of their own separate table. Okay? So you have to join them. You have to join the product to the other items as one. You have to join the product table to the other item table. That's how you are going to get your product name. That's one. You are now going to join the category table to the product. If you remember, if you can, that's why I showed you the diagram. The category is connected to the product. The brand also is connected to the product. So you are going to join those two tables together. So let's type. So for this, I just type everything from here down to here. This product, because you're going to have one of these ones as the select. So this is what you are doing. You are joining the product table to the product item table. Right? On this table, by your diagram, you have your order ID, your product ID inside of your order item table. And in this your product table, there's also your product ID. So you are going to join on it. Order item, product ID, your product table, product ID. That's one. Then the next one is you are going to join your categories table. So this your product table. So those two they are connected. And what are you going to join them on? On your product table there is a category ID. In your category table there is also a category ID. You join those two. That's what I did here. You join these two. Then the next one is your brand. Joining your brand to your products. So in your product there's a product ID. And on your brand, on your product there's a brand ID. And also on your brand there's a brand ID. So you are going to join those two tables together. That's what I also did here. So you will going to type from here down to this brand. Once you are done with this, we'll export it to Excel, then you do dashboard with it. Dashboard is a bonus mark. If you do it and give you bonus mark, you don't do it. Really affecting it. We already learned how to do that. So creating a dashboard is not really enough. let me explain the last table, which is the store name and the staff information for the sales rep. Let me just quickly go. So I'll just type everything at once. Okay. So for the store name, let me give you like a quick question. If I want to join the store, right, to the rest of those data, where am I going to join them? Where's the connection? This store. I want to join the store now. I want to add it to those other tables that I have. Which table and which table? The other table now. Because the store is only connected to the. So I'm going to join these two. Then on what column am I joining them? What is common between those two that I used to join those two tables together? Store ID. I mean. It's only store ID that's common here. It's common here. That's what I'm going to use to join these two tables together. You get that? Then for the staff, the only connection is between the staff and the other thing. So when I want to join these two together, what am I to join them on? What is common between the two? Staff, talking about staff.
When you're doing this stuff and all.
Yes, what am I going to join on? Look at the two tables. Look at the two tables. Staff ID. So once you don't join those other ones, you also do the join for this order and the staff, and the order and the store. And for the store, once you join the two together, what you're interested in is the store name. What you are going to select out of the store table will be the store name. And for the staff, it will be the first name and the last name. Do you understand? When you join these two tables together, right? What you want to see, select this to take the columns you want to see now. You join these two tables, this store and this staff, the staff ID. Now they are connected. When you join on columns, right? You're taking the column for this other columns. So you have a more wide table. Then you are now going to select just this first name and last name from this staff. Then for the store, you're going to select the store name. When I'm trying to join this store to this rest of this tables I'm joining, I'm going to join the store ID inside of the store, and the store ID inside of this other table. What I said. So just type everything. Are you done with this one too? Just add the rest of it. Once you do all of this join, you now have one big wide table. And if I'm doing it by myself, what I do most of the time, I'll structure the thought what I want to join at once. I'll join everything first before I'll start picking out the columns that I'm interested in. You can do it that way, or you can write the columns you're interested in first, and figure out a way to join those tables together. Ask questions. That's why you see I'm not typing. I'm not typing. Then the extra bonus is for you to create a dashboard. What we get out of this. So finish up now, I'll show you how to export it. How to export it in Excel. Like this week I was having add extra.
No, never will finish.
This is the only thing for this week. If you are doing half of it without, right? I'll add extra things to it.
Please.
I think
Please, oh please.
alright.
I'm on my knees. I'm on my what?
Hey, yo. still see some errors in your code. Okay, you will not see any error. But we've not done where the error will start coming from. Where's my mouse? You won't see any error. So let's, if you have error, check what you typed. If you are having error, check what you typed. But for now, you should not see any error. So far so good. You've been able to get this sales volume. You've been able to get the revenue. So now, since we've joined all the tables, we now have access to the product name, the category name, the brand name. We have access to the store name. We have access to the first name of the staff and the last name of the staff. So you can now type this. This is not going to run because you have access to the product name inside of the product table, the category name inside of the category table, and so on and so forth. So start from this product information and type everything there. This is where you start from here now. You have two minutes to begin. This is what you are selecting now. Now you've joined on the table, you have one big table. So when you are doing this SQL, I want to be trained into your mind. If you are not trained into your mind, it will be very look foreign for you. Look foreign, don't be trained to your mind. You have, before you have, what you do as that kind of a table, run this table so you look at it looks like. Run each of this table so you see how each table looks like. When you are joining it, picture, close your eye, imagine, maybe you run this table. Let me just go through, let me show you. If I want to picture this, what I will do. Okay, so these are my orders table looks like. Guys, when I join, this is my orders table, these are looks like. So you put this picture in your mind. And let me say I want to join this to my staff table. Let me run the staff table. So this is my staff table. So when I do a join, basically what I'm doing is I'm taking all of this and it is like this to the bottom, taking this and the other table, all that information in your mind, taking these two tables, put this one and join it like this. That's what I'm doing. So I have one big table now. So basically when you are doing those other joins, you are taking the other table, adding your customer table, adding your staff table, and just joining everything together. So you have one big long table with almost, I think it should be almost 20 rows, 20 columns or 30 columns or thereabouts. One big long table. That's what you are not going to have at the end of the day. So from that big long table now, you are not selecting what you need. Say you need the order date for finance, so that's the side. You need the first name and last name for the staff table. First name and last name for the customer table. You're just selecting. Imagine you have a big table. You're not selecting the columns you're interested in. What I'm simply doing. That's not showing your mind when you're doing this show. What you are joining on rows like this. That's what you are doing, nothing more, nothing less. So you are now going to select, from now your big table, you joined everything together. You are selecting your product name, category name, brand name, store name. Then your first name and your last name for your staff, you are going to join them together to create your sales rep name. Okay. You don't type it, marvelous. You've typed everything to you. Collins, you are done. So this place now. Because I need to export this before this class. I mean, all the time. Observe this important. I wanted to introduce this thing today. Right. So all the videos so far that we've been creating, go and rewatch them. Any video I'm creating, you know that SQL playlist, everything is there. So I'm not, yes, that SQL playlist, everything is there. Any video I'm creating now, like this class now, I'll put it there. If it's not there today, maybe by Sunday, definitely will be there. So anything you are having issue, just watch it first and ask me question. Going into Python, let me know. Okay, I'll just introduce the software today, but not put anything. The mindset you go into Python with is you have to be using a lot of, it's not like Excel. As you are doing, you are seeing it. You have to use a lot of visualization. You visualize the tables in your mind. Python is more or less a programming language. Fine and good. Jupyter will lead us a way to see what we are doing to a degree. But even at that, we will not be as plain as it was in Excel. But once you put your mind to it and practice, Python is actually very, very interesting. Very interesting. You can do anything with Python. Anything like computer can do, you can do with Python. Those of you that have the mind of becoming AI engineers one day in the future, Python is going to. I think it's the language they use in most companies. Creating a large language model, it's Python they use. So we are done with this. Let me show you. Before we finish this query, remember that in our group by, since the only thing we are doing aggregate function for is this quantity, right? Everything else, every other column name, right, must be inside of your group by. So what you do, copy this from here to here. Don't copy the, you can copy the comment, doesn't matter. But don't include this as stuff. Don't include this as sales rep. Copy everything, but don't include this as. Put this as, you get an error. They'll tell you that you cannot have you cannot give a column name inside of group by. Just copy everything from here to here and paste it after your group by. I think we ended here in our group by before. This is where we ended. Right? This is where you ended now. You just paste everything that you copied from there, paste it here. Then you have your product name, customer, category name, brand name, store name, and this is your what's this? Your staff first name and last name, which is your staff, your sales rep name. Then you can choose to include the other by or leave it. Doesn't matter. And leave it, you can include it, it does not matter because you are still going to take it to Excel to see now it's already clean, your data is already clean. You don't need to clean it again. You're taking to Excel to just do your visualization in Excel. So let me show you how to take it to Excel. So once you are here, you are done. You can choose to add this, not important. I just added it for the sake of ordering my table, the new table I've created. Let me run this, you see what we have at the end of the day. settings. So open inside of master. Go back to bike store. Run. So this is what you are going to get. Those columns you selected is what you are going to see here. Your order ID, customer name, order ID, customer name, order date, state, city, product, category, brand, store name, and I think the last one is sales rep. From all the tables you joined, selected these columns, and this is what you are going to use. Now let's export this to Excel. There are two ways. Let me teach you the two ways. So the first way to do this will be to create a view. Right? Create a view. Call the view. Let's give it a name. What are we going to call this? AW_bike score. Go down, say as. Okay, this is your view. Now you run this and you have your view. Let's see. Okay, you can't have order by. You can't have an order by in your view. So let me comment this out. Order by does not mean anything inside of view. So I'm going to remove this. Sorry. Okay, let's run this. Okay, now I have my view. So let me go over to my view. I'll see the view I created just now. So this is my bike store view. Anytime I run this view, I'm going to get what was inside that query. So this is the view, and this is the information I'm getting out. So this view now that I've created, I can export it. This is what I'm going to export. Okay, now go back to how do you export? How do you import? Import. Import is just the opposite of export. The same step. Go to tax. Under here you see export. Click on that. Yes, now this one, SQL is your is source. Then your destination is Excel. This is the enter. Okay. Let me switch to normal mode. And this is your export window. So you start with your SQL Server clients. If you don't have this one, you use this one. If any of them will work, I'm going to use this one. You see your bike stars database. And go to next. Then it's going to ask you where to put in Excel. Then it's going to ask you which file do you want to put this in. So we are going to create a new Excel file. Let me just create a new one quickly. Let me save this, give it a name somewhere. Keep this in my desktop. Press save, and I am done. Okay, so go back, look for that file I created just now. I think the name was book 1 and it should be in my desktop. So go over to your desktop and download desktop, book 1, this is book 1. Click OK. Now you have your file. I'm using the latest version, which is 2016. The latest one here is 2016, so use that one. Press OK, give it a little bit of time. Tells you copy data from one or more tables, say yes, or view. One or more table or view. So now we are copying data from a view. Click on OK. And you look for the view we created, which is this one. Are you seeing it? Click, select that one, go to next. And this is another reason I don't like using this view, because of the change in data types. You see some warnings here, but it's fine, it's not going to affect our exporting of our data. Okay. The only time this will affect your exporting of data is maybe you are using a data type that Excel does not support. I think Excel does not support some of this. Okay. I think maybe some of the data type Excel does not support this, so I have to go back. So you want to see it. Go back. Okay. On error, let's just go to an error. Ignore. If there's an error, ignore. Let's try this. So definitely, you ignoring error will definitely give you an issue. So I would not recommend you going through this method. It works sometimes when the data types are the same. So in the meantime, while we are waiting for this one to finish, it still gave an error. So situations where this one give you error. Okay, I think the error is because I'm opening this book 1. It's open and I'm trying to put something inside. Maybe that's where the error is coming from. Let me try it again. Okay. Before I try it, let me just show you the other method, which is better. So the other method, copy everything. Copy my select statements down to leave the don't copy the other by. Let me just try this one again. Let me see if that was the issue. Yes. SQL is being very slow. So before SQL comes up, for me to try the other method, the only thing that was left for is just for it to run. So I think we get the idea. For your data cleaning, that's what you are going to do. That method, the one I did first. Once after you are done cleaning your data, you export it using that method. Yes, that's a create view. So let me just show you the other method. For the other method, you go to data. Instead of data, you see from database. You see SQL Server database. Click on it. It should not take so long. Wait, let me see if I can touch this one a bit. Back here. Now it's going to ask me my server name. Remember your server name when you're using the local host is the name of your laptop. My one is E2, E3, sorry. E3. Database name was Bike Store. Right? That's our database name now. Let me go back. This is our database name. This is our server name. Database name, Bike Store. So let's type it in. Bike Store. It doesn't matter if it's capital letter, but it has to be the same word. Now, the query inside of my SQL, I'm going to paste it inside of this SQL statement. Everything now from the select, if you look at it from the select down to this group by. So include relationship. I copied it, look at my group by. It's the other by I did not copy. So click on this include relationship because you are working with multiple tables. Navigate using for hierarchy, no, not important, fine. Now press OK. Then give it some time. It takes like 2 minutes, depending on the quantity of data. If it's much, take 10 to 20 minutes. If it's small, take 2 minutes. But this one is small, should take less than that. So give it a little bit of time. Once it's done loading, you see your data here. So it's not going to tell you, do you want to clean the data, which is going to Power Query? You see this transform data, take it to Power Query. For me, it's already clean. I did that with SQL, so no need to transform again. Click on load. Now you have your data right here. Give it a bit of time. Once it's done loading, you see the data. I prefer this method most of the time because the error you have with that other method, you don't face it here. This one is like querying from the database and putting it here. It fixes most of the error. So this is your data. It's now here. You can do your visualization from here. I will send you the one I've done. Right? You look at what I did, so you have an idea. But when you are doing your own, don't copy exactly what I did. Copy exactly. I will not give you the bonus 5 marks. Do your own. Or get an idea from my own. So this is your final table. Then your bonus assignment. I think this one should even be the project. The SQL, we've already done the SQL in class. This visualization should be the project for this SQL. We've done the typing in class now. So the visualization should be the project. So your project is you finishing this work. You creating visuals from this. I will send you the query. I will send this query. Let me see if this one works now. Just hold on. Let me see. Said I should give you what? Okay, I will send the SQL file of it to the group. And it's also inside there, but no, I will still send it again. I don't think that was the issue though. So this is just one method. Use this method without data cleaning assignment. It will work there. Didn't work here. Let me see. Okay, that was Okay, that was the issue. The issue I had before was that it was open and I was trying to put something inside. It did not allow me. So you have to close it up. So if I open it now, it's book 1, Abi. This is book 1. You are going to see the information on it. Is it? So you can do this method or you do the other one. Same thing. No big difference. This is the information we copied just now. You can do either of them. Either of them. But for me, I prefer the SQL. This one brings your information as a table. The one you use, you type the code, brings your information as a table. It's a fine, well arranged table. So me, I personally prefer this. You can do the other one. Let me show you. Let me see if I have it here. So I'm going to do a dashboard from this. Let me see mine. Is it called class projects? It's here. Okay. It is not it. Oh, this is not it though. Let me show you the other one. This is it. So I will send you this. This is it. So I just did this one very fast. So
this charts take this particular.
no, this is part of Excel. It's Excel. Excel can give you map. Excel can give you map. Yes, you do pivot table. Yes, so you should look something like this. This one I did. I will send you this file as well. So from that one, you do your pivot table, do your analysis, all of this. This assignment is due by. No, this one is. You've done the first one, Abi. You've done before now. It's the knowledge you have. You practice it here. So this is the data. So from that data, you now use it to do all of this. So I will send you this Excel file. Right? But don't do. You can copy my analysis, but don't copy the dashboard style. The style should be different. Your color should be different. Everybody's style and color and design should be different from our own. But you can copy the same analysis I did, but the design must be different. If it's not the same thing, I'll minus from the small mark you have. I'll minus from it. So, I'll see you tomorrow when we'll kick off with Python. I was even supposed to show you some things on Python, but time did not allow us. So, hope all of you have an Anaconda installed on your system. If you don't have, just person will install it for you before you go. I'll see you on Thursday.